In the early hours of October 25, all eyes will be on the skies as SpaceX's Crew-8 mission returns to Earth, bringing home 4 astronauts after nearly 8 months in space. The Dragon capsule Endeavour, which launched in March 2024, will re-enter Earth's atmosphere and splash down in the ocean off the coast of Florida around 3:30 a.m. Eastern Time. It's a culmination of months of scientific research and technological achievements aboard the International Space Station, ISS, where the crew has worked tirelessly to advance our understanding of space exploration and how it impacts humanity's future. The crew, consisting of NASA astronauts Matthew Dominic, Michael Barrett, Jeanette Epps, and Roscosmos cosmonaut Alexander Grabenkin, has been part of the long-standing partnership between NASA and SpaceX. Their journey began with the successful launch on a Falcon 9 rocket on March 4. Since then, they have played a critical role in maintaining the ISS and conducting experiments that could shape the future of human spaceflight to destinations like the Moon and Mars. This return isn't just the end of a mission, it's a milestone in the broader scope of space exploration. As we prepare to welcome the crew back, it's a reminder of the immense dedication and collaboration required to explore beyond our planet's atmosphere. This mission is another step towards deeper space exploration and understanding our place in the cosmos. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on updates from the exciting world of space exploration. We're bringing you the latest as it happens, and we appreciate your support in helping us continue to share this journey with you. The launch of SpaceX Crew-8 on March 4, 2024, marked yet another leap forward in the ongoing collaboration between NASA and SpaceX, pushing the boundaries of what humans can achieve in space. The mission began with the familiar roar of the Falcon 9 rocket as it pierced through the atmosphere, carrying with it the hopes of future exploration beyond Earth. On board, 4 astronauts prepare for a months-long stay at the International Space Station, ISS, where their work would contribute to groundbreaking research, new technologies, and the ongoing maintenance of humanity's only permanent outpost in space. Once docked at the ISS, Crew-8 seamlessly integrated into the life of the station, working alongside the other international astronauts. Over the course of their 8-month stay, they conducted hundreds of experiments, ranging from biology and medicine to physics and technology. Many of these studies focused on understanding how long-term space travel affects the human body, critical data for missions that will one day venture far beyond the safety of Earth's orbit. From examining how microgravity affects human cells to testing materials that could one day protect astronauts on Mars, every experiment had its sights set on the future. The mission was not without its challenges. Life aboard the ISS requires constant vigilance, and the astronauts had to troubleshoot unexpected issues with equipment, manage limited resources, and deal with the isolation of being 400 kilometers above Earth. Yet, despite these obstacles, the Crew-8 team remained focused on their objectives, demonstrating resilience and resourcefulness in the face of adversity. Moreover, their work wasn't confined to the inside of the station. Several spacewalks were conducted during the mission to upgrade and maintain the ISS's aging infrastructure, ensuring that the station can continue to function as the hub for scientific research and international cooperation. These spacewalks are grueling, multi-hour efforts, requiring precise coordination and an immense amount of physical and mental stamina. The Crew-8 astronauts' ability to perform these tasks flawlessly further highlights the rigorous training and skill that goes into every mission. As the mission progressed, each accomplishment added to the legacy of Crew-8, reinforcing the idea that space exploration is not just a job, it's a crucial step in humanity's quest to explore, understand, and ultimately inhabit other worlds. The return of SpaceX's Crew-8 wasn't as smooth as originally planned. The team had been scheduled to depart from the International Space Station, ISS, on October 7, but as with many things in space travel, unforeseen challenges emerged. This time, the culprit was something no technology could overcome: Mother Nature herself. Poor weather conditions in the Splashdown zone, worsened by the approach of Hurricane Milton, forced multiple delays, pushing back the crew's return to Earth by weeks. For the crew aboard the ISS, these delays meant continuing their mission under extended conditions. While their primary experiments and tasks had been completed, life aboard the ISS requires daily upkeep and careful monitoring of all systems. The astronauts had to stay focused and maintain their routines, despite knowing that their long-awaited return home was being postponed. These weather-related delays are not uncommon for splashdowns. SpaceX and NASA must take into account a wide range of factors when planning a re-entry, from ocean currents to wind patterns, and most importantly, ensuring a safe landing environment for the crew. The unpredictability of Earth's weather, combined with the complexity of timing a re-entry from space, means that patience and flexibility are crucial. Every decision is made with astronaut safety as the top priority, so while these delays were frustrating, they were necessary. Finally, after several attempts to reschedule, the weather cleared, and the Crew-8 astronauts were given the green light to undock from the ISS. On October 23, the Endeavour capsule separated from the station, beginning its slow descent toward Earth. The astronauts had one final opportunity to look out at the vastness of space, knowing that their time aboard the ISS had come to an end. As the Endeavour drifted away from the station, the crew prepared for the final leg of their journey. After months in microgravity, the transition back to Earth's gravity would be jarring, but their return would also be marked by a sense of accomplishment. This delay, though challenging, only highlighted the complexity and precision involved in every aspect of space exploration, from launch to re-entry. The re-entry of the Crew-8 mission into Earth's atmosphere is a critical and awe-inspiring moment, where months of preparation and execution culminate in a final, high-stakes descent. As the Dragon capsule Endeavour made its way toward Earth after undocking from the ISS on October 23, the astronauts inside had to rely on both their training and SpaceX's cutting-edge technology to guide them safely home. Re-entry is one of the most intense phases of space travel, as the capsule faces extreme heat and pressure while plunging back through the planet's atmosphere. As Endeavour neared Earth, the capsule's heat shield, an essential piece of equipment designed to protect the crew from temperatures reaching thousands of degrees, absorbed the friction generated by their high-speed descent. For the astronauts inside, this phase is disorienting. The G-forces increase dramatically, pushing their bodies to the limit as they descend at speeds of over 28,000 kilometers per hour. Even with all the technology on board, they can feel the intensity of their journey home as the capsule vibrates and heats up. Then, just as suddenly as it began, the fiery re-entry phase is over. The capsule emerges from the worst of the heat, now in the lower atmosphere. With precision timing, parachutes deploy, drastically slowing the descent and preparing the spacecraft for its final splashdown in the ocean. The astronauts, having endured the controlled chaos of re-entry, now experience a more peaceful descent, with the blue expanse of the Atlantic Ocean coming into view. At around 3:30 a.m. on October 25, Crew-8's capsule finally splashed down off the coast of Florida. The controlled landing marks the official end of their mission, a culmination of nearly 8 months aboard the ISS, countless scientific breakthroughs, and the mastery of space technology. For the crew, it is a triumphant moment as they return to Earth, ready to be greeted by recovery teams who will ensure their safe exit from the capsule. The splashdown is a reminder of how far space travel has come. Decades ago, astronauts landing in the ocean was a risky venture, but now, thanks to SpaceX's advancements in reusable rocket technology and capsule design, this process is fine-tuned for safety and efficiency. The Endeavour capsule, having completed its mission, is not discarded but can be refurbished for future missions, showcasing how far we've come in the effort to make space exploration more sustainable. Yet, even as Crew-8 steps onto solid ground, their mission is far from over. Post-mission protocols will see them undergo extensive medical evaluations to assess the effects of prolonged space travel on their bodies. These tests are critical for understanding how humans can endure longer missions in space, particularly with the upcoming Artemis missions that aim to return humans to the Moon and, eventually, send astronauts to Mars. In these final moments of the Crew-8 mission, there is not only a sense of completion but also a sense of continuation. The lessons learned from this mission will directly inform future endeavors, helping to pave the way for the next generation of explorers. As Crew-8 returns home, the mission's completion is not the end but a bridge to the future of space exploration. With their successful re-entry in Splashdown, SpaceX has once again proven the reliability of their reusable spacecraft, moving closer to the vision of regular, sustainable human spaceflight. The International Space Station continues to serve as a hub for this exploration, and the data collected from this mission will not only inform ongoing research but also shape humanity's plans for exploring deeper into space. Already in orbit is Crew-9, which launched in late September with a smaller team of astronauts, 2 instead of the usual 4. This unique mission structure was a result of NASA's decision to make room for Suni Williams and Butch Wilmore, 2 astronauts who had arrived at the ISS earlier aboard Boeing's Starliner capsule. Their mission, originally intended to be brief, stretched out due to technical issues with the Starliner. This led to NASA's decision to return the capsule uncrewed, prioritizing safety and further study of the spacecraft's performance. Williams and Wilmore will remain aboard the ISS until February 2025, when they will return with Crew-9. Their extended stay highlights the adaptability of modern space missions and the ongoing collaboration between SpaceX, NASA, and other international partners. Every decision, every adjustment made during these missions, contributes to a larger goal: preparing humanity for the challenges of long-term space exploration. The future is ambitious. With NASA's Artemis program aiming to establish a sustainable presence on the Moon by the end of the decade and missions like Crew-8 continuing to refine the science of human spaceflight, the next frontier is within reach. Missions like these are essential stepping stones, not only for returning to the Moon but for exploring Mars and beyond. The knowledge gained from these astronauts' time aboard the ISS, their experiments, and their endurance in space is invaluable. As the Crew-8 astronauts undergo post-mission evaluations and reflect on their historic journey, they become part of a larger narrative, one that envisions a future where humans live and work in space for extended periods. They remind us that while the challenges of space are immense, so too are the possibilities. As we continue to push the boundaries of what's possible in space, your support is more important than ever. Subscribe to our channel to stay updated on the latest developments in space exploration and be part of the journey toward new frontiers. Whether it's the return of Crew-9, the Artemis missions, or the first steps on Mars, we're witnessing history unfold together. Don't miss out on the next chapter of humanity's greatest adventure.